to Andromeda, guys. So last time we founded Prodromos? Anyway, this town here. I had an absolutely awful time with the combat. Died loads of times. I edited most of the failed attempts out, but we reduced the difficulty down to normal, which I think will help us out. Now, I think that this place has introduced a swath of new side quests. But what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to go and try and get the memory that's here, while Cora keeps distracting me with her outfit. Right. But I'm going to leave some quests here. This is where I need your guidance, guys, because I'm getting the sense that the pacing of the game can get kind of held up a touch by just the sheer amount of quests that might be on some of these worlds, you know, like that aren't necessarily too interesting in a sci-fi sense. Do you know what I mean? Or just, I don't know. So what I'm going to do is what I said. We'll do the other side quest that I said I was going to do, which was, you know, putting the guy's pendant or dog tags or whatever it was at that particular site. But I'm not going to go and get these other quests here. So I need you guys to tell me if these are time sensitive or I can just come back anytime. Now, I do need to level up, and we are going to make a few changes. Now, you guys did tell me that I've got some presets. I'm not sure. I think we can change them at the weapon loadout screen. I mean presets for our abilities anyway. So what I need to do is I need to get charged now. I think we'll ditch throw. We might... The problem I had when I was looking through this tree earlier is that none of the melee attacks are a primer. They're all a detonator. So shockwave... Oh, wait. Right. Rapidly shifting mass effect fields to slowly damage nearby enemies. So is this a close range attack? Okay, so maybe we go for charge, annihilation, and maybe lance as our three mains. I know I've put some points into Nova, but Nova isn't a detonator. Lance is, and charge will likely be used to get in close. Weaves rapidly shifting mass effect fields to slowly damage nearby enemies. Let's just see. Does it give us a preview? Okay, it's kind of like a passive thing once it's activated, like a force field that emits from us. That'll be really good, so we almost become like a walking, like toxic almost, like we're poisoning the enemies, you know, damage over time. That could prove very useful, particularly if I whiff an attack, right? Then let's look at Lance. Devastates a small area with a swiftly thrown shaft of energy. Inflicts bonus damage against enemy weak points. That's not really a melee attack though, is it? Ooh. Generates a barrier. A frontal biotic Aegis barrier that reflects most projectiles and reduces the damage of other enemy attacks. A well-timed initial activation interrupts melee attacks. Like a parry. Okay, might not be what we're after though. Shockwave is a detonator. Whoa. Blasts enemies with a line of explosions that proceeds through walls and other solid objects. That's a detonator. So Nova's kind of one of the only like kind of specifically melee attacks in here. Then the fact that it's not a detonator is kind of what's worrying me. Okay. So if we're doing melee, I think annihilation sounds pretty important. So I'm gonna pick up annihilation because it's a primer, and I'm gonna pick up charge because it just seems vital. And charge is a detonator. So we're gonna put charge instead of singularity. No. Put it instead of throw for the time being. I'll put annihilate because annihilation's the primer, so I'll put that there on L1. I guess we'll keep Nova for the time being. What's the next level of charge? Right, recharge speed sounds pretty important. Okay. So what should I spend these last 2 points on? So I guess it's a toss-up really then between Lance and Shockwave. Shockwave is definitely more impressive at a glance, right? And but it has like an area of effect, so I imagine it does less damage. Yeah, it does less damage. This is more like specific. So I guess it depends. Like this is for a singular enemy. But I guess it depends whether I'm going to be running into like groups of enemies or like one enemy. But I'm not going to spend these points just yet. I'll keep Nova and I'll put the point into charge because that extra recharge speed sounds pretty important. Right, then we'll upgrade Cora a little bit. Okay. Max shields and health regeneration, max health and melee damage. Health regeneration? Oh yeah, I guess we don't have to heal our squad mates. I think taking some flat damage is probably better, right? And the health or shields is pretty much the same thing. Yeah, I'll take. Oh, it costs 4 points. Balls. Yeah, she's got Nova as well. Yeah, let's go with Sari Commando for this one. Vetra. You've only got 2 points as well. So power armor. Yeah, she's a little bit squishy, so we'll do that. Okay, sorry, that took ages. Right, where are we going? Yes, we've got a bunch of quests here that we'll come back for. What we really want is to go for this memory trigger, because you guys told me these things are pretty important. Well, the memories are important, but it's just an idea to just collect them. Even though that it's not particularly
radiation levels.
It's not particularly interesting to gather them. We go through that cave where we fought all those cat, right? What's this over here now? Like a little what happened here?
Data key. Specialist Engineer Aman Kathari.
Chased down by what he was studying.
Personnel deaths were not recorded. The Chief Engineer halted reports to the Nexus.
It sounds bad, but nothing on EO sounds good.
Well, it's a good job we just put a settlement here then, isn't it? Now, I don't know if it's going to be very difficult to get through here, like it was previously.
Loot from our outposts. And an Ark escape pod. Where'd they get that?
Crap. Do you think they might have found an Ark?
We need an up-close scan.
What? We've already been here, right? Okay, guess I didn't scan it. Hey. I wanted to go the quick way. Let's give charge a try then. Oh, I need a target for it. Huh. Okay, so we can have annihilation on for as long or as little as we want in terms of period of time.
Looks like they found it drifting and brought it here.
I'm not able to extrapolate point of origin, Pathfinder.
Why
the Ark
not?
might have survived.
Let's hope so.
This pod was involved in an emergency deployment. It should only be opened by specialized post-crisis personnel. Cadmium. Okay. Right, so life support's going to go down really, really quick here. I'm going for it, man.
Tough to get used to life on this rock. Too long staring at it from the Nexus and knowing we'd failed.
A hard world, but you can get used to anything if you try.
People want to come here, just like they wanted to come to Andromeda.
Yeah, I think I'm
Except now
screwed.
they'll know what they'll find.
Life support failure is imminent, Pathfinder.
I'm getting that feeling.
Whoa. The Ket built all this? They don't just have a base here. This is a stronghold.
Oh, right. That's why we weren't meant to come here. I think we're about to die. Okay, it's a Ket stronghold. Uh-oh, how do we get out? Okay, so I guess we'll get better shields at some point.
Radiation levels are severe. Seek safety immediately.
Loot from our outposts. And an Ark escape pod. Where'd they get that?
Doesn't matter. They're not keeping it.
We need an up-close scan.
Alright, let's quickly recharge this here.
Radiation levels within acceptable limits.
Right, so we can fast travel from here, I think. So let's just jump over here then. We've had a look around most of the planet now. Oh, we can recover a component there. Fair enough. Right. Let's jump over there. and then we'll head back to the
All we
galaxy
could do
map.
is watch it happen.
Hard lessons we can't forget.
Recovery's a long-term process.
Right, we want to go here. Question is, how do we get up there? Coming through. Can't remember what we've got in there, but you can do it! Ah! Nice, good job, Roach. Whoa! Chill out. Literally.
Pathfinder, this is the spot where Nigel McCoy wanted you to leave his pendant.
In honor of his brother, Dash McCoy.
This thing is indestructible. I've no idea what this is about, so...
Well, what do you know? The Outpost Research Center is still intact.
Updating the Tempest on this critical recovery.
Research was always key to the initiative. We'll need it here too.
Yeah, this will help us progress.
This tech is how we survive in Andromeda. Ingenuity on the ground.
A calibration coil. Activate the power relay.
The research station is back online. I've provided a list of weapons we can build by gathering
right.
the required components.
Thank you. Select research to unlock new blueprints and augments by spending research data. Select development to craft equipment and nomad upgrades by using blueprints you've researched and materials you've gathered. Oh, this is exclusively for the nomad. No, this is just normal stuff. We've actually got some research data now. The Ruzad, we've already got this, right? But we can, what, upgrade it further? Yeah, so it's got tiers. Okay. So I don't know what the best shotgun is. I don't know whether we're working with like a small selection of shotguns and weapons. I like the idea of an automatic shotgun, I have to say. An assault shotgun capable of automatic fire. The Piranha is devastating at short range but loses accuracy with distance. In the Milky Way, the Piranha was a proof of concept prototype by the Bradford Engineering Group. Beg. The initiative procured their Piranhas when the company's military clients deferred on a full production run. The Regar. So this is a... Oh, it's Quarian. I was thinking it was... I've forgotten. How have I forgotten? It'll come back to me. Crusader, Regar, the Venom. That's Asari, right? No. That's Solarian. STG. Oh, I want a sword, dude. Asari Huntresses are masters of silent stalking and killing. Many combine blades and biotics, charging forward at mind-bending speeds before swinging their swords with enhanced power. Huntresses are rare, making such swift assassinations necessary for Asari military victory. We're quite hot. We need beryllium and vanadium. Of course we do. Oh, flipping out, dude. What can I actually buy? Let's start with that. I'm not against doing all this stuff. It's just I don't like. It's weird when like recording. You feel like the pressure to like with menu scrolling like this. It can be frustrating, but it's just part of like every RPG, isn't it? So like I don't really have a problem with it, but I need to like look at this in my own time, really. It's just I tend to forget. Okay, new designs and departures. Senior Foreman Adriano Finesca. Tried out the new pin design on the shelters today. Only time will tell if they actually hold together when the next storm rolls over. At least it should be easier to find the pieces this time. Shorty's pitching for an evac back to the Nexus. Too many ket, not enough water, no hope, he says. I'd rather sell supplies and sleep on the deck than lie awake listening to the storms one more night. Can't say I disagree. Losing 3 of my guys to the ket made me wonder about leaving too. But I asked him what I asked myself. What's back on the Nexus for pioneers? Isn't EOS what we signed on for? It has to be. End log. I guess, yeah. Alright, we're going to go back up to the ship and we're going to spend some time on the galaxy map. We're going to spend some time in the codex. So we're going to extract.
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
Nice.
Before the meeting gets started, I have bunk assignments for PB and Drac.
Already put my rucksack in the kitchen. I'll hang out there if that's okay.
And I'm in one of the escape pods. More my speed.
That's fantastic. Welcome aboard. Any thoughts, Ryder?
Oh, these kind of feel the wrong way around. I'm sure you guys will work it out between yourselves.
You're professionals. I'm not going to babysit bunk assignments. Let's talk about our success on EOS. Besides establishing our first viable outpost, we did some amazing things. We discovered the Remnant and breached their vault.
And didn't get killed.
Overcame radiation poisoning a number of times.
And didn't die.
Confronted by Ket at every turn.
Once again, did not get killed.
You guys really need to raise the bar on what you call success.
Yeah, should we use the Krogan definition of success that got your homeworld nuked by your own people?
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Let's
chill out,
focus.
Cora.
Back to the task at hand. Looking forward.
Exactly. Here's my only question. When do we hit that next vault? It looked active. We have to get on that.
Hang on, hang on. We need to not go off half-cocked.
There are initiative priorities. The team calls the shots.
Actually, the Pathfinder calls the shots, just to be clear.
Thanks, Cora.
So what do you need from us, Ryder?
Just get along. We all, you know, we all want to move forward, so I don't need to patronize them and tell them to work hard.
Let's be kind and give each other the benefit of the doubt. Finding a home for tens of thousands in this hellscape is stressful enough without adding dysfunction.
You got it, boss.
Oh god, she gave us a look then.
If Krogan are known for one thing, it's getting along.
But not humility or self-awareness.
Okay, let's head back to the Nexus.
No.
PB, Drac, see Lexi for a physical? Good meeting, everyone.
Drat looks more like a dinosaur than any other Krogan I've seen. Augmentations are rare materials that can be added. Okay, these are all tutorials, yeah. Crafting. You can craft new weapons, armor, and nomad upgrades by using blueprints and materials on the development screen. To access the development screen, interact with any research center, such as the one on the Tempest, and select Develop. Weapons, armor, nomad, special items, yep. Most blueprints at rank 2 or higher have augmentation slots for special devices that can be incorporated into a gun or armor piece during the crafting process. These augmentations boost stats and profoundly change an item's behavior. To use an augmentation, press A to select. Yep. Alright, we are not going back to the Nexus. We're going to explore the galaxy map a bit. Maybe change our outfit, the colours and stuff. So, you know, that's important.
Hey, can you drop by the biolab?
Okay. Where's that?
Nice place you found.
Oh.
Clean air, plants, helps me think.
Something on your mind?
Maybe.
What the hell was that?
I know that look. It's just my biotics reacting to all this. I don't normally lose it like that. A huntress should have better control.
Huntress?
Another term for an Asari commando. I was one, before the initiative. Some things stick though, like losing the old man.
Okay. So how come you were allowed to join the Asari ranks? Is it like part of the Citadel initiative to like broaden horizons and stuff? I know Asari like to mingle with other races, right? They believe that like sharing cultures and stuff is important to gaining intelligence in both a personal and political sense.
How does a human soldier get to serve with Asari?
Yeah, where do I
Prove
sign
your
up?
biotics can rip an APC apart, and people get nervous. Funny that. The Alliance found me a cross-species military initiative in a hurry. Sent me to Thessia to serve with the Huntress unit.
God!
One of the few places where my powers were welcomed. Your father made another one.
Okay. So you knew Alec well?
You were his second in command. Were you friends too?
He was more a mentor than a friend. Prickly old bastard. But I respected that. People treat geniuses like they're made of cut glass. I didn't care how smart he was. I think he liked someone not caring.
So she said she lost her dad. Didn't you guys say something in the comments about fan theories about her being connected to the Elusive Man? Or am I making that up? You said she might have been connected to someone. Yeah, we can talk.
I know it's not the same, but I'm a good listener.
I hope you're as good at being Pathfinder. I said I wouldn't get in the way, and I meant it. But I prepped for years as your father's second. Then he chooses you?
Yep.
An untrained Pathfinder and all this mess to fix? The hell was he thinking?
Is this going to be a problem, Cora?
I don't want a rival. Just answers. It's done. Best I can do now is be your second. Keep your father's mission alive. Then maybe we'll all get what we came out here for.
We'll be good together. A romance? I don't know, man. That's so forward. Like that's so forward. She's already expressed disdain for us in this position. Are we going to be able to ask this again, or is this like a one-time thing? Cora's kind of hot, I mean, but I don't necessarily think I see her that way. Particularly because of this power dynamic as well, with her thinking she deserves to be Pathfinder and we don't. It'd be kind of a hateful romance. You know the phrase I mean. So, what we came out here for? What did you come here for?
So what brought you out to Andromeda?
Biotics like this. Thinking like an Asari huntress. I never had a place. Best I could be was a useful freak.
Fair
The
enough.
initiative was meant to be different. Will be different if this mission succeeds. So I'm seeing it through. It's quiet in here. I can keep the plants watered while I work. First job, see if there's any news on the Asari Ark. If they made it, we could use some Asari expertise. If you want to talk, I'll be here.
Okay, I guess I just blew that romance opportunity. Uh-oh.
Ryder?
Okay. Maybe it'll show up again. I'm probably not gonna. I'll just stare at Cora. I'm not gonna actually pursue that. I don't know. So did you have a military career before you joined the Asari?
You were in the Alliance before you became a huntress, right? What made you join up?
My biotics. I was still living on my parents' cargo freighter when they manifested. Untrained biotic power on a starship means accidents, but we couldn't afford a tutor. The Alliance had implants, the training, everything. Old history now. Your turn. Remind me why you came to Andromeda.
The Prothean digs woke us up to how much we don't know, and to what humanity's next leap might be. Then Dad's career collapsed. His AI research made him too toxic.
I heard. Must have changed everything for your family.
Fresh start. It's a bit extreme to just be a fresh start, so dreamed of discovering something truly new.
I wanted to find worlds and secrets no one had ever seen, and Scott was itching for adventure. So, Andromeda.
None of you writers ever think small, do you?
So then you ended up with the Asari Commandos.
What did you do while you were part of the Asari military?
4 years in a commando unit called Ta Lane's Daughters. Part of the Council's cross-species military integration initiative. Your time defending Silva's expedition was probably more important. But we did good work. Peacekeeping is a full-time job, even in Asari space.
Tell me about your unit. How big was it?
What was your commando unit like?
Janae and I were the youngsters. Tethys was our old lady sniper. Kalia patched us up, and Valenza prayed between firefights. Our CO, Nasira, led us all over the Athena Nebula and beyond. A huntress's work is never done.
Awesome. Now, like, this is what I always think, right? So I think the same about like the Witcher universe. I always wonder how many opportunities they could really have, like same in Mass Effect, like in the Witcher universe, for spin-off games. Like I know that this is kind of regarded as a spin-off, but smaller spin-off games on a smaller scale, right? So I always like for the Witcher series, I always imagine a spin-off game being with one of the other Witchers. So you know, like Eskel or Lambert, or going back in time to see an adventure with Vesemir, and a shorter game maybe, but you know, akin to what Blood and Wine was to The Witcher 3. And then when we hear stories like that, like you could have a spin-off game like what she just described, being part of. Can you imagine how cool that would be, being part of like an Asari elite commando squad and dealing with more ground level missions almost, or you know, the things that were still important but weren't things that are going to destroy the universe, and it would allow you then to feel small in this, you know, vast intergalactic community, right? And you know, you could have your story within that. And I would just wonder why they don't think about doing a spin-off games like that in some of these huge worlds that have such rich lore that you could just tap into a small part of it, right? And you could tell like an amazing story that doesn't have to be an entire galaxy map where you control a ship. It could just be a tighter story experience that's a bit shorter, that takes place on a few worlds. Do you know what I mean? That isn't something that's going to take so much ridiculous development time. Do you know what I mean? Just something that would be just a small portion, right? So yeah, we know that Asari space isn't all peaceful, right? There's lots of issues there.
Who'd pick a fight with the most powerful species in the galaxy?
Themselves, usually.
Yeah.
Terrorists, cults, rogue Ardat Yakshi, people demanding a withdrawal from the Citadel. The Asari were spacefaring when our Roman Empire was new. Didn't fix all their problems. Sometimes you need commandos for that.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of that being its own game now, you know? We get to play as Cora, rolling with that... Oh, that crew sounded awesome, right? That crew she just described sounded amazing. And I'm not just saying it because it's Asari, it could be anything. You know, any small story. I mean, could you imagine they could tell a story in the Mass Effect universe that doesn't even have humans in? Couldn't they? They could tell a story from 1,000 years ago, and we could play as an alien. Like, how that would be amazing, right? But imagine you picked up a few scars, a few war stories.
After 4 years with Asari Commandos, he must have some great war stories.
Nasira assassinated a Krogan warlord with a pack of playing cards once.
A pack of cards?
Choking hazard, apparently.
Wow.
Any others?
Any more Commando war stories?
Always liked Janae. She was only 200, and with me around, she wasn't the kid anymore. She was a biotic protege. I once saw her yank an AA gun right off its housing, crushed a gang of slavers with it.
Ouch.
They didn't feel it for long. Janae was a good friend. Maybe she still is back there.
Yeah.
Won't be a kid now, though.
Yeah, she'll still be alive. She'll be like 800 years old. Asari lived to 1,000-ish. Well, this is writing itself. They're writing a game for themselves here, right?
Any more Commando war stories?
Not just now. I'll try to remember a good one.
Okay, be sure you do. The Asari Ark. Do you know anything about it?
How's the search for the Asari Ark going?
The Lucinia? Checking every comm that's coming in. Nothing concrete yet.
Alright. We'll get an update on that, I imagine. So she's talking about Janae. I mean, maybe she's got someone special back in the Milky Way, I don't know.
Did you come out here with anyone? Maybe someone you served with?
I had my fun on shore leave. Nothing serious, though.
No.
Asari huntresses figure things out, but I was there for soldiering, not romance.
How exactly do they figure it out?
Does that mean fraternization is okay for Asari Commandos?
It'll happen, but usually only for one deployment. Asari don't usually stay with each other long term. After your 500th birthday, you learn some self-control.
Man, this spin-off game's getting better by the second. Great chat, Cora. That was awesome.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Kind of regretting not hitting that romance option now. She just became like so interesting there. Awesome stories, man. But you see what I mean? Like, you could tell so many stories. Do you know what I mean? We've got the research center here. Strike team missions. These are our... Oh no, I thought these were our quarters then. I think our quarters are over on this side.
We haven't really spoken since orientation, have we?
It's all been so hectic, but I'm sure things will quiet down soon. Can't be worse than the Nexus.
Right, we will talk to them. But... Ah, the loadout. Right, I am perfectly willing to try a different gun. A Remnant Cryo Gauntlet. 200 melee damage. The Cryo Gauntlet is an adaptation of a Remnant hand tool. The user's Omni tool forges the gauntlet around a Remnant technological core and then snap freezes an enemy with a flood of supercooled subatomic particles. Despite the dramatic visual, the surface freezing is painful, but not necessarily fatal. It doesn't tell me the weight. Not a big difference. These two things are really, really bloody heavy. I crafted 2 of these for no good reason. Yeah, that's a big... I think the weight is going to help us with our abilities recharging. I feel like a sniper rifle might be a good idea, but it's also really heavy, isn't it? We got a cyclone. It's got a really quick rate of fire. Man, the Pathfinder guns are really good. Yeah, let's give the cyclone a go. Reduces our weight quite significantly. Have we got any mods? Yeah, we've got some mods. Stability. Got a stock. An AR barrel. Penetration damage. Oh, so we can shoot through cover. Huh. I mean, 9% extra damage. I'll take the stability. I'll take the stability. I think we'll take the penetration damage. That could be pretty useful, right? And a long barrel. More damage. Sorry. We can try this cryo gauntlet. It seems a bit weird, but let's try it. Alright, did we pick up any new armor? More XP, more weapon damage, max ammo, minus on weapon weight, and better sell prices. I'm not sure. This is giving us more max ammo. I feel like we should try and look for as much XP as possible at the minute. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the deep space suit. But I might need to change the colours because this looks a bit off in green. Alright, let's head to our quarters, do some customization, then we'll try and talk to everyone on the ship.
You're setting up in here, huh?
We'll talk to people.
Yeah, I'm going through what we got out of that vault. If I can crack this data storage box, it'll help with a personal project back on the Nexus. This is a nice, out-of-the-way place where I can tinker, and I can sleep anywhere. It's not exactly homey, but I like that about it. Not really looking for a home. Oh, but I will help you find everyone a home. While I'm with you, at least.
Yeah, one thing at a time, peeps.
Does your brain ever take a breath?
Sorry, not really. Even my dreams are in time-lapse. I get it. You want to know who's on your ship, so you're here to figure out what makes me tick, right?
Something like that? Sure.
Well, I was born in a log cabin on rural Haitiana to simple but loving parents, just trying to... I look forward, not back, Ryder. Why snooze through my life story? Get to know me out in the field while we're uncovering the mysteries of this galaxy. That's why I'm here. Got tired of yawning back home.
Oh god, we can try it out. I don't know, man. She's a sorry. Okay, great. But I don't think she's my type at all. She seems a little neurotic, and I don't. She's cool, but I don't know. I'm gonna end up This is the worry. You end up romancing nobody, which I guess is fair enough, right? But yeah, so sleeping a bit more might help you out.
Maybe you just needed more sleep.
We were out for 600 years. A special someone made the trip with me, and she woke up a different person. I've slept enough.
What do you mean?
Ryder, the Milky Way was so... been there, done that. Even if I hadn't done it, someone had.
Yeah,
if there's
true.
one thing you should know about me, it's that I live for the unknown. For the never been done.
That can't be it. There's got to be more to you than that.
That's just the one thing you want me to know about you.
Yeah.
Let's start with that then. Buy me a drink sometime. Who knows what will spill out of my mouth.
Oh, God.
Tell you what, I need remnant scrap. Remtech, I call it. For projects like the one I mentioned, which you're gonna love, by the by. Promise to bring me what you scrounge, and I'll submit to all your questions.
Remtech, huh? You got it.
I like her gloves, though. I must say, her gloves are awesome.
You again. Want to hear more about my childhood log cabin?
Yes. So, yeah, what can you tell me about the remnant?
What drew you to the remnant?
Are you kidding? It's evidence of a sophisticated species no one knows anything about.
Yeah.
It doesn't get more intriguing than that.
Yeah, fair enough.
There's so much to discover. I want to be the first to figure them out. And the tech, it's on a different scale. If we can appropriate it, who knows what advances we'll make.
Yeah, I share her passion for that. It's awe-inspiring. Have you met everyone on board?
So, how do you like the team?
Interesting bunch. I get a good feeling from Vetra. Not your typical military-minded Turian.
Yeah, she's alright.
Liam seems a lively one.
Yeah.
I expect he'll surprise me. Drek is, well, old. Wonder if he can still learn new tricks.
What about...
Gil smacks of complication. Might take some unraveling. Callow and Suvi seem busy. I hope they aren't all work. Who's left?
Well, there's...
Oh, right, Cora. What's her deal? Is she as prim and proper as she comes across?
Oh, am I allowed to say something now?
Oh, is it my turn to talk?
Ha! Sorry. Yeah, I should work on my motor.
You might find that people reveal themselves more freely if you give them a chance. Cora included.
Yeah, she's
Really good advice.
She's interesting.
There's also Lexi, our doctor. She's an Asari.
Oh, I'll get around to her. All in all, seems like a decent bunch.
Right. So, how soon did you leave the Nexus after arriving?
What was it like for you on the Nexus?
Boring?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be woken up yet. A resourceful accomplice finagled my early thaw.
Right.
So I kind of lived off the grid. Snuck around, bullshitted my way onto excursions off station. After I found my first remnant ruin, I started, borrowing shuttles. After that, I didn't spend much time on the Nexus. I even missed most of the revolt.
Fair enough. Any updates on your current project?
You really won't tell me what you're working on?
That's right. Next question.
So you're talking about this person you had feelings for who woke you up, but you don't feel that way for anymore?
You mentioned you came to Andromeda with someone.
Nothing gets by you. Guess that's why you're the Pathfinder.
Sarcasm.
Just a friend. The one who woke me up early. But now she's not even that.
Why?
It's better to venture into the unknown without restraints or entanglements, don't you think?
No, you need people you can count on.
I don't know. Don't friends and loved ones make all the effort worthwhile?
I've always been self-motivated. Don't need much more than curiosity to drive me forward.
Okay. She's a bit closed off. I'll leave you to
You're
it.
off the hook, PB. Good luck with your project.
Thanks. Don't be a stranger.
Maybe she'll grow on me, but I think we needed to initiate the romances straight away, if I'm guessing right, which means I might have screwed all that up. Where were our quarters? Are they down below? Genuinely can't remember. Alright, let's mess with our outfit for a second. What did the jacket look like again? These are such bizarre options, right? Oh. Probably going to go for the green again. Oops. Let's just try this for a second. It's like leather. If we customize it, it might end up looking a little better. Let's go for green again. A dark green. Which bit is this? Okay, then we'll maybe go for a really dark orange. Hang on, let me just make it bright so I can tell which colour I'm picking. Yeah, that works. We could make it like a full leather jacket, I guess. Oh, actually, I think I'll reverse the colours. Actually, so we'll go for like a nice like brown leather there. Go for a nice brown leather here as well. Yeah, I like it. I really like dark brown leather. And then the sleeves and stuff, maybe we can do a green on them. We have no idea how to use this color wheel. Okay. No, I can get on board with that. We've got PB's gloves as well, so... Yeah, I like it. Ban the hoodie. I know. Can we change the helmet like glass color on this? No, I don't think so. Can we? Armor tinting. No. I'll leave that as it is. I don't know why we've still got like a little white belt thing hanging off. Right, we've still got time. We can try and find some other crewmates.
And don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble.
Don't give
sorry.
the Pathfinder too much trouble. Oh, Roshan.
Who were you talking to?
Kesh, Nexus Superintendent, thinks she can boss me around just because she's my granddaughter.
Yeah, a bit of trouble's alright.
Well, welcome to the Tempest. Trouble's what we do.
I like the way you think, kid.
Ugh, someone somewhere shivered when I said that.
Probably Tan. Damn politicians.
Yeah, sack him.
Is that all you brought?
You travel lean when supplies are tight and you're on your own.
Yeah, it can be hard on your own.
Leaving the Nexus can't have been an easy choice.
It was, actually. Staying became impossible. After the mutiny happened, it was either buckle under Tan's rules or start our own colony.
Yeah, fair enough.
Easy choice. Bad consequences all around.
Yeah, but leaving your granddaughter behind?
Not all Krogan left. Your granddaughter stayed.
Good thing she did. Without my Rushan, you wouldn't have had much of a station to tie your ship to. As for me, I'm way more useful out here. Lots to shoot at, for one.
Yeah, I understand why you left, mate.
Your people come first.
Keeping Kesh and our colony safe will always be my top priority. That's why I'm happy to tag along, help make this galaxy a little more hospitable.
Can't argue with that.
I wish we got to see the Krogan out of their battle armor, to be honest. Do you know what I mean?
Ryder, you meet Spender yet? Colonial Affairs, the ass in Assistant Director.
No.
Got no idea why Addison keeps him around. Spender lied to the Krogan during the uprising, and he's headed out for Kesh ever since. He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
Alright, we will. Sam, what can you tell me about your granddaughter?
What's it like to have Kesh as a granddaughter?
Kesh is my Rushan, child of my blood. Raised her myself.
All right.
Damn proud of her, too. She did good, even with me for a granddad.
She seems like a good kid.
She's honest. Definitely blunt.
She had to take after me in some ways, I guess.
Okay, I like that. Okay, we're getting some nice threads for our crew here. So, I don't know what this is about Sam.
Did Lexi brief you on Sam and squad connectivity yet?
Yeah. You want to hook that thing up to my comms, sure, but that's where it stops.
Alright, fine.
Putting an AI in your head, giving it access to everything like that, it's begging for trouble.
Why do you think that?
Why do you say that?
I've seen what bots can do when they turn on their creators.
Yeah, fair enough.
Been in some of those fights. There's a reason that kind of research was outlawed.
Yeah, my peacekeeping career went up in smoke when news of what my dad was researching got out.
No shit. Ruined the writer name, I'll bet.
Almost.
I mean, we can have reasons to be suspicious of Sam, but if he does have access to our head, it would be frugal not to just bring up our suspicions. But no, I think we're in this together. He's kind of saved us, I guess, in some ways as well. Yeah, come as a package deal.
Sam is part of what makes someone a Pathfinder. You're just going to have to deal with that.
So long as it's not in my head and it ain't messing with my body.
Yeah, that's fair enough, mate. How are you involved in the uprising?
Why did the Krogan leave the Nexus?
The Nexus got us Krogan to stop the mutiny. In return, we were supposed to get a say in station business. Spender, Addison's assistant, lied about the deal, and Tan came down hard. Too hard. So we left. Kesh is alone on that station now.
I think she's coping quite well with the politics.
Do you think Kesh can handle station politics?
Kesh can handle anything. Thing is, Spender's a liar and a coward. He was part of the mutiny, I know he was. A lot of people got hurt because of him, on both sides.
So what's my part in this?
Things need to get sorted out and my clan needs to get back on station, without Spender messing things up.
Yeah,
Way
definitely.
I see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
Yeah, I don't like any of those people. We haven't met Spender yet, but Addison's a bit of a prick. So's Tan. Yeah. What can you tell me about yourself?
I'd like to know more about you.
Fire away.
How is this Krogan colony going with everyone who left?
Tell me more about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. Got a decent setup going. Self-sustainable, the works. Even some farming.
Farming? Krogan farm?
Yeah, they
Food's
don't like
food.
that.
Just because we can eat anything doesn't mean we gotta settle for scraps.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm pretty fond of Corcrow roots myself. Takes a while to chew through those.
Yeah, I mean they're ideal explorers essentially, right? They're scouts. They're so survivable. They can survive in such a multitude of environments. Like you said, they can eat almost anything. Like they're perfect. Like them leaving the Nexus on their own, they can just kind of turn their back and be like, well, we're better suited than you to do this anyway. So, like it's the huge loss to the Nexus to lose the Krogan, right? Because they're so beneficial to exploration and harsh environments, particularly with all these planets that have had the atmospheres messed with. Okay, so I mean, he's got bones tied to his armor. I guess he's got plenty of combat experience.
So, about all this combat experience you have, I'd love some details.
Ha! The list will be shorter if you ask me what experience I don't have.
Yeah, alright.
I've been doing this for a long time now. Centuries. Shit, well over 1,000 years. Don't even know how I'm still alive, to be honest.
Awesome.
Skill?
You need luck to be a merc. Skill, sure, but a whole lot of luck. And a really hard head.
And you get along with Vetra from the sounds of things.
How did you and Vetra meet?
Huh, that's right. Your father brought you into the project pretty late, didn't he? Must have been a pretty steep learning curve since they thawed you out.
Yep.
You could say that.
You make do with what you get. Anyway, I met Vetra back when we were building the Nexus. She swiped supplies I was trying to get for Kesh right under my nose. I tried to intimidate her into turning them over to me, and let me tell you, that Turian takes shit from no one.
I like this, man. Yeah, he respects her. Yeah, she's awesome.
She really has a way of getting things done.
She sure does. But here's the best part. She waited until I saw her again in Kesh's office, no less, to tell me she'd been working for Kesh all along. They're both still laughing at me over that.
Awesome. It's cool because, like, they've got like a kind of recent history on board the Nexus and stuff, which is cool. Kind of like an arguing family kind of thing. So I bet you've got some pretty cool war stories too.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pyjak scratch its butt?
Fighting advice?
Anything about the Ket? Or combat in general?
Well, common Ket are pretty straightforward. Hit them hard enough, they die like anything else.
Anything else?
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Wraiths are sneaky little shits, like to ghost up behind you when you least expect it. Just listen for them. They tend to give themselves away right before coming at you. Break through their head plates, then a headshot should do the trick.
The head plates, okay. Wraiths.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Destined are annoying, quick. Got some crazy mist that hides them from view, their friends too.
Okay.
Take a Destined down, and that mist goes away. Makes them a prime target, if you ask me. Perfect for grenade practice.
Okay, I'm gonna come back to this because we've not met any of these enemy types.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Hey, one last thing.
Yeah?
Everyone is a kid to him. He's over 1,000 bloody years old.
Is everyone a kid to you?
Ha, when you get to be my age?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I like him, man. Awesome. Alright, guys. Episode's just gone a bit over time, so... Can I save it here, please? Yeah, thank God for that. I'm going to go talk to everyone else. So we'll go talk to Vetra, learn a bit about her, and talk to Liam. Hopefully we can get a bit more out of him. He just kind of feels like an energetic puppy currently. But man, that was great. Cora had this awesome backstory. The story she was sharing about the Asari Commandos had such a cool vibe and flavor to them. PB's kind of a bit closed off. She's obviously a bit slow to trust. Maybe she's been hurt by this person, this friend, or this person she was in a romantic relationship with maybe scorned her, maybe they've died and she just can't come to terms with it. But we maybe need to chip away at her a bit. Drax, awesome. He's kind of like the wise old granddad for everybody, right? And his granddaughter we've already met. I've just forgotten her name briefly there, but yeah, awesome. It feels like it's taken ages to get to this point about learning about the crew, but that's really. Obviously, we'll talk to the two pilots, whatever they're called. I've forgotten the name. Begins with a C, one of them in the Solarian. So yeah, I've really enjoyed that. We've got our fancy jacket and our fancy gloves. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. We'll continue talking to everybody next time. Yeah, leave me a like if you enjoyed it. And just remember, everybody, never trust an uncrate. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.